Hey guys, a couple for the newspapers, 10:30 Friday, Embargoed. And start, please, with Mr. Cross from the Mirror.
Hello, Mikel. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for doing this. Appreciate it. Just going back to Watford, if I may, just ahead of the game on Sunday. It is a strange situation. I know you saw you smile there before, because obviously they're just over the hedge. Do you have any sort of relationship with, extra relationship with the guys from next door? And what have you made of what's happened?
I think we try to have more privacy with each other because the fences are just next door and nobody wants to see what the other one is doing. Obviously, there is a lot of staff that are connected. We live in the same area and everything, but not me personally. At least I don't have any strong link.
No, sure. I mean, it has been a strange season for them. I guess a few weeks ago, you'd never have thought it would come down to the final game, and now it must be a strange one because it's a game. Presumably, you absolutely have to win after Tuesday night, but feel their pressure and their determination for survival.
Yeah, but we can only do what we're supposed to do, and it's to go out there and try to win the game, and that's it. As I mentioned before, this happened over 10 months, the last 1 or 2 games, and we have to do our job. They have to try to come here and win the game as well, and that's what both teams would do.
Just on the back of Tuesday night, you spelled out how you felt that the club was right behind you, and that's obviously clearly great to hear and see. I guess so much of that is for next season, and the planning is going to be about the Europa League, isn't it? And where whether the club can get win the FA Cup, contracts, signings. Everything must be driven by that in such a way.
Just look at the amount of things, the unpredictable things that you are mentioning there, and that's what I said after the Liverpool game, and that I sustained. But at the same time, I have to say that I am very confident with the way that the owners and the board are approaching this crucial time for us, because we know that we don't have any margin for error, that everything has to be so planned and with a great process to put the team into the next level very quickly. And once we know a little bit more and when we have more information about where we are, it will be easier to make those decisions.
Yeah, I guess there'll always be some nervousness from fans, but from what you see, that basically, and you can hear the passion and your determination in the voice and the way that you speak. You're still very, very confident for the future and indeed next season.
Listen, I came here, I knew the challenge to come in the middle of the season with all the issues that were happening. And once you are inside, you can even dig deeper and realize and start to understand why things happen and its consequences of many little aspects. And I am so convinced that we're going to do it right. We need a little bit of time. And the fans, when they get nervous, it's normal. For me, it's not that they get nervous. It's frustration that this club and his history is there, and people are relating this badge with success, with joy, with emotion, with trophies, and we cannot change that, and we must not try to change that, because what it makes us big, and we only have to think like that. And for me, it's the only way to think about this club and the future of it. And if we are all in the same page like that, we will make it. But we have to do it and then transmit it to the players, to every member of every staff, and then to the public and the fans. And if we do that and we are together with that mindset, we will do it.
You basically, what you're saying is you shouldn't be afraid of it. You should embrace it. You should use
Absolutely. It's the situation, is what it is. Let's take it, let's embrace it, but let's do something. Let's analyze why things happen. And the things that they are not working have to get changed. If not, we're going to get back to the same spot in 6 months, in a year, and 2 years. And we have to be so determined and clear in our process in order to do that the best possible way. And then this beautiful game is the most unpredictable one in the world. And you can do everything right or everything wrong, and it still can work in both directions. But from our side, we have the responsibility to do it really well, and at least as well as we all know.
Mikel, thanks very much indeed. Good luck Sunday.
Thank you.
Nick at The Guardian.
Mikel, thanks for your time as always.
Hello.
Talking about why things happen, I was looking on Tuesday night. There's a league table of chances created this season by Premier League clubs, and Arsenal, I think, are 16th out of 20 in terms of chances created. Now, we don't associate Arsenal with that, especially in the last 20, 25 years. Why do you think that is?
I have my reason that I don't want to make public, but it's clear they don't like those stats. And when you relate that to Arsenal is not good enough, and there are certain aspects of the games that we don't control as well as we should. Do
you think it's personnel related in terms of
it's everything? It's personal. It's myself that I have to improve much better and do things much better. Individual, collective issues, a lot of things.
Because you played in and, of course, have also coached such incredibly creative teams yourself, and you were a creative player too. Does that make it a particular frustration and a particular thing that you would like to get right?
Yes, but at the same time, when you are in a process, when you need immediate results and immediate performance and give you the best team to the best chance to the team, to fight for the objectives that we have short term, you have to find a way to do it, because you cannot just shoot yourself in the feet trying to do something in certain moments that you are not able to do, and we are trying to find this way, but obviously the next step in our evolution has to be very much linked into that to improve that area a lot.
Do you feel that there is still maybe too much pressure on your strikers? Because, for example, on Tuesday night, Villa defended very well. Over didn't really get in the game too much. Does it put too much strain on them at the moment?
Yes, and we have to put that into the collective side more, and everybody should understand better how we're going to do that process. But it's inevitable. At the end of the day, they have to be the one scoring the goals, and they always have to get the service right for them and more consistency to get in the right areas more often.
And just a different topic. I think if my maths is right, on Sunday it'll be your 12th game in 39 days. And I remember talking to you back in February, and you said, I think, that the top level players were cracking under the demands of pressure. Now, obviously, this is a really unique situation now, but you're going to play on Sunday, play next week, and then have a few weeks off, maybe a couple of weeks, and then you're going to go again. And it's clear that the players are making a massive physical effort. But are you worried about them, especially with a cup final?
Well, I'm worried, and for example, Musti's injuries is related to that, because we had to expose our players, and we had some really bad injuries. Don't forget, in the last few weeks where we lost big players, our goalkeepers, central defenders, Martinelli, central midfielders, but it's what it is. It's an unprecedented time with the COVID. We knew the challenge afterwards. The Premier League has done the best possible way to fit all the fixtures into this calendar year, and we're going to move everything back to the next season. So it's our responsibility to try to put a plan together where we don't expose them as much as we can, but sometimes it's inevitable, because when you don't have the numbers, they have to keep playing.
It's going to make pre-season difficult, isn't it? Because there'll be a few people playing catch-up on fitness.
Yes, but it's going to be the same for everybody. And then imagine the teams that are playing in Champions League. So we have to adapt.
And just finally, have you enjoyed the intensity of this spell? Like, it's been great to play again, obviously, and to be out there. But have you enjoyed it, honestly?
I could enjoy more after a win if I have a few days more, at least, But again, it's what it is. For a first job, it's been quite a challenge, to be fair, and try to embrace it, give my best, try to help the club and the players as much as I can, and we'll have time to enjoy more in other moments. But at the moment, it's just work, review, work, and try to improve.
Thank you.